the 14th of March 2021, and as I've been continuously sharing, there's very serious issues with financial theft and property theft from my marriage, and treason and defamation that occurred during my marriage as well. So it's very surprising that when there's been treason in a marriage, as I've experienced with my royal bloodline having been disrespected, and with regard to sacred light from my light body having been damaged during my marriage, from which there was a lot of defamation, a lot of spiritual violence, a lot of human rights violations, and a lot of illegalities and unlawful actions. So, as I've mentioned in a previous upload, marriage isn't meant to mean treason. And when there's a child after being jeopardized with unlawful care orders for the past 3 years, that makes it a little bit more serious for any family to be exacerbating their offences. So, as I've mentioned, the damages to my sacred light are inestimable. The debts I'm owed for defamation since becoming a married mother are quite huge as well. So, as a 40-year-old woman, well, nearly 40 years of age, as a competent educator of a clean track record, on the national framework level, I'd say I'm a level 9 or level 10. And then there's my own private studies that I've conducted with spiritual research and whatnot that was quite fascinating until treason commenced. So there's people in society having difficulty not only with the ombudsman procedures that are in process since 2017, but there's also an impact statement online with regard to offences that I've experienced. So there's individuals having difficulty experiencing the facts of what remits are and what jurisdictions are and what boundaries are. So as a teacher, as a qualified educator, as an adult woman, very competent, very qualified, as an adult mother, the issue of individuals stepping over boundaries and being so incredulous, disrespectful, so unqualified with where they're stepping onto boundaries that they shouldn't be stepping onto at all is a part of the experience that I'm going to have to continuously share about due to individuals in my proximity that have violated whistleblower protection laws. So I hope the Government of Ireland is aware of the damages to my sacred light. I hope the Government of Ireland is aware of the damages to my child unlawfully separated from me. I hope the Government of Ireland is aware of the damages to my ancestral and my marital property as of 2015. And as a married mother to this date, I hope the Government of Ireland knows the positive contributions that I've been making to society and the implications on legislation as a consequence of my good work. So I hope there aren't any short memories, and I hope there isn't any more disrespect to the Constitution and my royal title. And I hope those in my proximity that are communicating and fraudulently claiming and discussing matters that they have no right to discuss, I should think that those in Ardfert and Kilflynn of my McElligott ancestral marital farm holdings are aware of the dangers of liabilities in society compromising innocent people's lives with their blasphemy, treason and fraudulence. So as I live on my own, I have to share publicly because of the liars and liabilities in society, and due to people of fraud stealing property from my portfolio and stealing wealth from my creative and intellectual work. I hope those that are stepping over the line and basically acting out of place should know their place in their own family homes and be careful not to cause any more offence with matters pertaining to Maria McElligott and Gareth McElligott. There's nothing more deplorable than land grabbing. It's quite disgusting what's going on. So I hope the Government of Ireland is aware of the implications of treason it's quite dangerous what's going on. It's quite serious as well with regard to the spiritual light taken from my body unlawfully. So I'd like the Government of Ireland, the European Court of Human Rights, to address the dangerous situations caused due to people stealing what they haven't earned, what they don't own, and what they aren't entitled to in any respect. So, as a 40-year-old qualified educator, a whistleblower, isn't that awful? There's very dangerous offences occurring in Tralee County Kerry due to incompetent human beings that don't know their place when they're stepping over the line into other people's private lives where they have no rights.